Hi there, I'm Andrea Koppel, and it's time for coffee, the podcast where you get to hear firsthand what the jobs and careers that interest you the most are really like. Hey there, Java junkies. Welcome to another K-Cup mini episode of Time for Coffee. By the way, K-Cups come in 3 sizes, single, double, and triple shots, or roughly 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes in length. So if you don't have time to throw back an entire caffeinated career conversation, these K-Cup mini episodes of T4C can give you a quick caffeinated fix, whether you're on the go or you only have a few minutes to binge. So grab your mug and take a chug, because it's time for a caffeinated career double shot K-Cup with my guest, Jennifer Garibay. As I mentioned, you have reviewed over 40,000 resumes. Oh my God. So what are some of the biggest mistakes that you've seen job applicants make with their CVs?
So I will say, I'll do one a little bit more in depth to do with data, but I'd say the more surface level mistake, and I think most people will think this is pretty funny, is people just not paying attention to what they upload. You know, I even on Friday had someone who submitted, it was a picture of their eye. It was the most bizarre thing. I see the most bizarre things, guys. Picture of an eye. I've gotten a picture of a Ferrari, gotten a picture of an owl in a sombrero. I've gotten someone's personal taxes before, birth certificate. So yeah, most of the time I have a feeling, just as we all do, you download your resume to your computer, right? You download the file and then you re-upload as you submit things. So just be extra careful that file that you're uploading is actually the file that you think you're uploading, because if it is not your resume, unfortunately, you're not going to get very far. So that would be mistake number 1. And I'd say the second mistake is not using enough data and metrics to really provide that impact. And this is something I was guilty of before I really came to Google as well. A lot of people don't know that is something that people want to see. And so really include hard figures to represent what you've done. Even as simple as 50% increase in productivity, 30% increase in customer satisfaction. And there's great ways to make your own data via surveys with your customers and clients and even students. You can send out Google Forms to the club you manage, any sort of thing like that you're involved with. There's ways to collect data. And feel free to get in touch with me for more ideas or information if you need something.
Love it. Yeah, we should say you definitely want to follow Jennifer on LinkedIn. She's got some amazing videos that she puts out. She's always putting out fantastic content and just a lot of value there. So definitely follow her. You also help job seekers optimize their LinkedIn profile. What do we mean when we say optimize?
So optimizing your profile is essentially preparing it for the eyes of the person who you want it to see. So for different people, that is, a different person. But I'd say generally on LinkedIn, you are wanting to design it for the hiring manager or the recruiter. That is who the job seekers are typically designing it for. You want it to catch their eye. You want it to be clean. You want it to pull them in. And you want it to accurately describe what you do and tell a story about you. It is social media. What sets you apart from everybody else? Because if they have 5 resumes in front of them and you all have the same qualifications, they're going to go to your LinkedIn profiles. They're going to start looking to, okay, what is setting these candidates apart? And if you have a presence, if you have a story, and that's all the more apparent, there's a good chance they may go with you as compared to other people who aren't taking advantage of their LinkedIn and who don't have a story and aren't sharing those sorts of things.
Do you think that you would have thought of becoming a career coach and helping clients with their CVs and their LinkedIn profiles if you hadn't gone to Google, if you hadn't gone to Adecco?
No, not at all. I don't think so at all. I was really inspired in this journey by candidates, by everyone on LinkedIn in the amazing community. Because for me, people truly are my passion in a more general sense. As long as I'm working with people and I feel like I'm making a difference, I am happy as a clam. And so I really found that sort of niche in coaching and consulting. So it's been absolutely great.
Thanks for tuning in to this K-Cup mini episode of Time for Coffee. If you want to listen to our entire caffeinated career conversation, please check out the show notes for this episode. Thanks so much for listening to Time for Coffee, where the professionals in the jobs that most interest you always have time to grab coffee 24/7, no matter where you live. I have one quick favor to ask you. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe to Time for Coffee. Thanks so much.